What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Overboy, and I'm going to be doing my ranking of the 3 Black Christmas movies. This is one of those horror franchises that just consists of the original version and then 2 remakes. I've reviewed all 3 of these movies on my channel. I did the first one last year and did the other 2 over the last couple days, and so I decided I'd go ahead and do my ranking for them as well. So starting out at number 3 is Black Christmas 2019. This is the second remake of the story, and this one just was so terrible. Easily one of the worst horror movie remakes I've ever seen, if not the worst. The cast in here, the acting isn't really what's wrong with it. They do the best that they can and everything. It's just the script is really just absolutely horrible. None of the characters are likable, and with it being PG-13, the kills all completely suck. They're like really bad. I know people complain about the kills in Happy Death Day not being very good, but I think that the kills in this one are a lot worse, and maybe it's because part of it could be the fact that I really like Happy Death Day, and this movie I just did not like at all. I think it's just a really horrible movie, one of the worst horror movies I've ever seen, one of the worst remake, not just horror movie remakes, but remakes in general. Had I seen it sooner, it would have made a lot of my top 10 worst of videos that I did over the last few years, like the worst horror movies of the decade and worst horror movies of 2019 and worst movies of, it'd be on the top of my list of worst movie of 2019, and just a really horrible movie and everything. So Black Christmas from 2019 is number 3, and number 2 is Black Christmas 2006. This one was alright. It's not like super great, but I did enjoy this movie quite a bit. It has a really good cast. It kind of feels like a lot of them were wasted, but all of the cast in here are really good. Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Michelle Trachtenberg, Lacey Chabert, Andrea Martin from the original Black Christmas is in here, and all of them are really great in this movie, and all the other characters, Katie Cassidy, and all of them are really great. The thing that I'm mixed on is like the backstory they gave Billy. I don't really mind them giving him a backstory, because a lot of remakes do that and stuff, like the Halloween remake did, and everything. It was just the way the backstory was executed that they could have showed like how horrible his childhood was and stuff without going as far as they did. There's some really nasty stuff that happens in this movie, like, and happens to him in his childhood, and the side character of Agnes is just, it's really disturbing. Like she's just gross and disturbing, and I know they were trying to make her really creepy. I think they were trying to go for like what they did with Zelda and Pet Sematary, and have a man play her and make her that much creepier and stuff, but to me it didn't really work. And the whole stuff with Agnes, while it was definitely a unique premise, I don't think that it was executed very well, and it was kind of just really gross. Making Billy yellow and stuff was really weird. He looked like he belonged in the Sin City comic book or something, or a comic book movie like Sin City. But yeah, so this movie was just alright. It's not a horrible remake, but it's definitely not a really great one either. I just think it's an alright movie. So, but it's easily miles ahead of the piece of crap from 2019, so it's number 2. And number 1 is Black Christmas from 1974. I watched it for the first time last year and reviewed it on my channel and everything. I thought about re-reviewing it this year, but I decided not to. But rewatching it this year, I got it on Blu-ray, so that already made it a lot more enjoyable. I loved it when I watched it on my phone, but watching it on a cell phone is not as fun as watching a movie on your TV, and everything, and the picture and stuff on the one on my phone just was not very good. And the picture on here is pretty good, and the Blu-ray transfer was decent. And everything. I just really enjoyed this movie a lot more this time around. The cast in here are all really great, especially Olivia Hussey. She's just really, really great, and Andrea Martin was great in here, and Margot Kidder stole the show every time she was on screen. She was kind of the comic relief character. I don't know if she was it was intentional for her to be funny, but she cracked me up in here and everything. And like Billy is just really, really creepy in this movie. That he's and like I said, this movie like set a lot of trends that would come with the slasher genre and everything. A lot of the trends that Halloween gets the credit for and everything. So I really wanted to see this movie last year because I heard that it was like one of the slasher movie that doesn't really get the credit it deserves. And I just absolutely love Black Christmas. It's a really, really great movie. So Black Christmas 1974, the original version, is #1. But let me know in the comments how you would rank these movies, and unless you would say that you would rank Black Christmas 2019 as #1, then just please don't rank them. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.
Trick the halls with horse and donkey, la 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 la. Christmas time can be